What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Outside the Cage. Missed a little bit on the weeks. I've been gone. I promise I'm not going anywhere for a while. I need to chill out with my vacations. Get back to life. So I'm extremely excited about these these two championship fights, Kai and Pena for 277. I kind of just want to go over the other card a little bit. I don't want to spend too much time on it since I missed so much. I think the last time we put out an episode was like 11 days ago. So
yeah.
Let's recap some of the stuff we missed. I want to go over the two fights that we differed on because we said we'd come back. I owe you an apology, Stacy. I owe you an apology for Ricky Simone. That was a beautiful performance by Ricky Simone. Jack Shore, that was honestly the first non-tomato can that Jack Shore had fought, I think, for like his level.
Yeah.
So
big step
I think
up.
Ricky, like you said, you called it honestly in the fight. You said that experience is going to show through, and he's not going to be overwhelmed by Jack at all. Jack hit him with a couple good shots, but Ricky, that clinch work on the gate was beautiful by Ricky, and it really showed later in the round when Jack has to push the pressure, because it was looking like Ricky was a better striker anyways throughout the fight.
Yeah.
And when Jack had to push for that knockout, that's when he got clapped, when he had to start opening himself up some more.
In the second round?
But yeah, I would say Jack's still going to come back. He ain't done. He's still going to come back and be stronger next fight. And I wouldn't write him off, but
yeah, that was just a big step up.
That was definitely a reality check. And having one loss to Ricky Simone right now, I don't think it was a terrible loss. But it kind of did knock me down off my Jack Shore Army hype of like, this dude's ready to be top 10, and he's just not. Ricky might. Ricky honestly might, because I think Ricky called out Shug. He called out Shug. Like you said, he's 29. He's in his prime.
He can do it.
Why not? Shug. Everyone talks about how young Shug is. Shug 28. Ricky's 29.
Yeah, 29.
So I just want to give you your props on that, because that was one of the ones we disagreed on, and Ricky showed out against Jack. So
thank you.
I give you that.
It was a good fight.
You want to give me my props?
Oh yeah. Your boy Leach came through. I mean, a Muslim went out there. Like you say, he kind of. I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of didn't like how he was looking at the weigh-ins, but I thought he was just too calm for my liking. But he went in there and he's been saying that he wanted to fight Leach since like 10 years ago,
right?
Yeah, 2 years ago, and then you go in there and do that. It's crazy to me.
He's wild though, dude. He's wild. He throws some fast kicks. Like he does some really fast kicks.
He gassed out, I think, at the late second round.
I kind of felt that too.
Leach saw it, put that pressure on him, and Leach has finishing power. He knows what to do to finish, and he caught him. That was beautiful. So props on Leach.
So yeah, I'm gonna stop you right here just because I like what we're doing. I feel like me and you talk freely on this podcast. I think every week that we disagree on, instead of spending time on, like, for me, what I like to say about Leach and what you like to say about Ricky Simone, I think I like that setup we just did of, like, if we have the fighter go wrong, you just explain what went wrong with your fighter. Because I know what happened with Leach, why he won. I gave that rundown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what you
Ricky
just did
Simone
with Ricky.
That's what I'm saying. I like that. I think we should keep that. If we disagree. So just let you explain what you think went wrong with your pick. And I'm just going to sit back because I thought, like I said, we both knew Leach could knock him out. We both thought he could, and he caught him. He caught him. Yep. And that's all it really was to it.
Literally.
So other than that, shitty situations with Aspinall and Ortega. That's just, I hope, knock on wood that nothing like that happens for these co-mains or main events for this card. Because I mean, that's just shitty, bro. You put 8 weeks into a camp like that, and then that happens to you.
It's a curse going on. Because I've never seen it happen. That's the crazy
part.
Back to back
in the main event.
Rare.
That sucks. In the first round.
Yeah,
in the first round.
Yeah.
So, like I said, hope both of those guys heal quickly. Because I would love to see them both back in. Those are two of my favorite fighters right now to watch. Is Aspinall and Ortega.
He'll be back. I think Rodriguez is going to move on, but I think they'll end up finding each other.
Do you think Yair gets Volk, or what do you think happens? Do you think
probably
Yair
get
gets
Josh
again? Ooh, okay. I mean, I'd like that fight. I'd like that fight. I'd be scared to see. I'd be scared to see how much Josh tries to go to the wrestling in that fight, though. I know Yair could definitely clap him, but he seems a little too skinny for Josh. But I think if he gets that grappling on him. If he keeps it standing, Yair's going to kill him.
100%.
All right, let's move into this since we're trying to make this a shortish episode for you.
Yeah.
Let's get right into it. You want to kick off the early prelims?
Yeah, we didn't really have any a lot of disagreements on this card. It was kind of a weird card. We had let me see, Mohamed Makayev. He put on a good decision. I mean, he's a prospect, and it was a little boring how he won, but he did what he needed to do.
You talking about the last card?
Oh yeah. Are we moving?
I was talking about 277. Yeah, I thought. I was going to talk about 277. Yeah. You're good. I was just like, let's talk about the main because we missed so much. That would be a long. Yeah, that's going to be a long episode. Yeah. Look, so last week people, we did shit, and we're not afraid to admit we're wrong. We did shit.
Yeah.
We went 14-11 overall in the past 2 weeks. Last card might have been our first card that we went negative on this year, but I'm not sure. All I know, I just totaled both of the weeks up, so it's 14-11 over the last two. But totals come out to Stacy being 55-27 and me being 56-27 since we started the podcast. So that should show you should be writing these picks that we're taking and giving to you for literally free. Just watch the video, like, and subscribe. That's all we ask. But,
but back off that confusion.
Let's go.
Starting the early prelims. We got my boy Orion, Galaxy, Cosce versus Mike Mathetha, a.k.a. Blood Diamond.
I'm glad they actually called him Mike and not just put Blood Diamond.
Oh make him look like a savage.
Yeah.
This is a great fight. Honestly, I really think this is a good matchup, but Mike has to prove himself. Blood Diamond has to come in here, and he has to show some MMA experience and show that he has the fight IQ to last throughout a fight, because I think Orion has that experience, and all it takes is a little wrestling, and I feel like you get past Blood Diamond, and that's the issue.
Blood Diamond doesn't really have a gas tank, though, either, if I recall.
And Orion, potentially, I feel like, can finish this fight.
He has the power to knock him out. He can knock him out, and he could wrestle him. And I always love to take those two paths. If I see more than one path rather than just one for a guy, even if the guy's really good at one path, it's just I'd rather have that option that he could do both.
And he says right here that this fight is not going to a 3-round decision. So,
then he's feeling confident. That's my pick as well for right now. We'll see Friday if we lock it in. Orion's definitely, like I said, he has better paths to victory than Blood Diamond. I think Blood Diamond, his only chance really is to clip him. I don't really see him doing anything else. So I'm going to take Orion here. I'm going to take him, honestly, probably going to take him by ground and pound, maybe like round 1 or 2. I think he could mount him and get on top of him, or he could just knock him out straight up. I don't see him messing around too much in this fight, like you said. Like, if he knows Orion is better than what he's fighting, so I think he's going to try to maybe get a bonus and get out of there.
I agree.
All right, so next fight. Yeah, I'll go on the next one. We'll switch off if that's cool with you.
No, that's straight.
So next one, we have Nicolae Negumereanu. Versus, I don't know. Those are all very hard to pronounce. Versus Ihor Potieria, the duelist. This guy, actually, I'm looking forward to seeing him fight. So, I'm gonna pick Wednesday right now. I'm actually gonna pick Ihor. So, so he's making his debut in the UFC, right?
I saw him in the Contender Series.
I always am like, you need to prove it to me before you take a step up, right? And you want to be like, all right, make sure they're not fighting trash cans overseas or wherever it is.
Right.
So I'm looking at this dude, Stacy. You want to know who this guy's beaten?
Who?
Ihor. Now, there are not any names, but he's undefeated, or he is, what is he? Yeah, no, he's 20-2, and he hasn't lost in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So he's riding a 17-fight win streak right now. Now, I don't know how good these other guys are, but he seems to finish a lot of them. And that's one of the things I always look for is finish rate. I'm not sure how good Nicolae is, really. If this guy is a guy that they actually think can compete, I think I like the stab at the underdog right here. And that can all change Friday, but I think I like a stab at the underdog with Ihor. Because he can do it anyway. He can submit, he can ground and pound, he can knock you out. And I like guys that can do that. I'm hoping he's a prospect.
Yeah,
he got a round 1 knockout on the Contender Series. That's always impressive.
Yeah, I agree, bro. I'm gonna take I think I'm gonna take the stab also on this on the Ukrainian duelist. I think that he's gonna. I think he's a striker, and like you say, he's coming in here undefeated. I'm looking for the KO, and believe it or not, on the odds, Ihor is actually the slight favorite now at -125 and -105 for Nika.
So he flipped.
Yeah.
So he flipped. Okay.
I really like Ihor in this. I think he's going to get the job done. Yeah.
Right,
nothing
cool.
else to say on that.
When you're done, just roll it on to the next one.
Yeah.
It'd be easier for your time. So I'm marking all those things down now.
Bet. So next up we have Joselyn Edwards versus Yeon Kim. Yeah, disgusting fight.
I might really stay away from this fight. I don't know.
Yeah,
You go ahead.
I don't really want to bet that much on this. I may place one unit, if anything, on this. I'm gonna be honest with you though. I'm kind of liking Joselyn in this spot, just because I feel like she's fought. She's fought good people. I mean, Yeon Kim has also fought good people. Molly McCann, Alexa Grasso, Antonina Shevchenko. She's fought very good people, but she's lost a lot of fights. And I'm not trying to do MMA math here, people, but I think Joselyn just has more technique. She has more skill, and she's a better decision fighter than Kim. So I think I'm just take that.
That kind of weighed into my decision. I had Kim starting of the week, just purely off the fact that she's not going to be she hasn't seen anything that she hasn't. Alexa Grasso is way better than all those people that you named. I think are better than Joselyn. Maybe besides Molly. I don't know.
Yeah, well, wild card.
I don't know. Wait, that's Molly McCann, Meatball Molly.
That's Meatball, yeah.
No, okay, no, Molly's way better than Joselyn. Anyway, so yes, all of those people that you named are better than Joselyn, I think. The only thing that really separates these two for me is I think Jocelyn's going to have way more volume thrown in this fight. I think she's going to have a lot more. She might not win the technical. She might get hit more or whatever, but she's going to throw way more, and that could be the decision for the points. You might be looking at a damage over striking numbers type thing in this fight. That's why I'm so hesitant to bet on it. But I'm going to take Joselyn right now too, just because of the volume. Like I said, I think she's going to be able to stand her up, and she's going to throw a lot. Don't look for this fight to go to the ground. It's going to be standing up and kickboxing and pointing the entire time. And I'm going to take Joselyn, but I'm not heavy on it. I think Kim's a very live dog this week, but very, very close. Very close.
Like that.
All right, this one I want to hear your opinion on because this one's a little crazy to me. It's Michael Morales, versus Adam Fugitt. I want to hear your opinion on this because this one has me a little complex. Why the odds are like this?
So the odds are bad, and I'm probably not laying anything on this.
Michael is undefeated in the UFC. He's been in the UFC. This guy has 2 losses, and it's his debut. And the odd, he's plus 300 or something. He's plus 275 to open.
Yeah, Fugitt, he's plus 400 on my book now.
Plus 400?
Yeah.
Fugitt.
Yeah. That's why I was like, wait, I don't know if you got, cause Michael Morales is minus 600 on mine.
On UFC website right now, I don't know why they have Michael Morales plus 250, and they have Fugitt at minus.
Is that what he started at?
I don't know. I don't know. I was reading the odds off that, so that's my mistake. But those are the odds updated. Those are the updated odds that you have in front of you.
Yeah. So, anyways.
So all right, well,
I like Michael Morales.
That's what I was saying. I don't know why the odds are like that. That makes way more sense that he is a minus 600 favorite. I was like, I'm probably gonna throw 20 or 30 on Michael if it stayed the underdog.
I know you're as confused.
But yeah, I'm just gonna take Michael. Michael seemed like a rising prospect. He's undefeated, like I said. This guy's making his debut. He's gonna have a big step up, and unless you're a real it's hard to knock off somebody that's undefeated in the UFC as your first fight. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. So I'm going to take Michael. I don't like me and no one likes guys like this, Michael Morales minus 600.
Yeah.
Once you get in there and someone takes the first punch, you're like, oh shit, odds don't mean anything.
I think this kid's kind of talented though, honestly. He's young. I've seen him on, I think it was Contender Series. And he got.
Maybe you should take a stab at him.
Yeah, I might. I honestly can see it possibly being a KO for Michael. I just think that he's going to keep it long. He's going to keep it technical, and he's just going to use his boxing and just outpoint Fugitt and potentially find it.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'd have to agree. I want to see Michael do some more. I don't know really how good he is.
Mm-hmm.
This could be a showcase for sure on a pay-per-view card against a guy like this. But I don't like anybody being at minus 600.
Yeah,
that was my mistake with Mason Jones, bro.
Yeah, he was just way too much.
Jones. I was way too much, and I bet on him thinking he was a lock. Nope. So, all right, moving on to the next one.
Let me start this.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, you got Rafa Garcia against Drakkar Klose. This is a good fight. I really don't see Rafa being this. I really don't get why he's this low, honestly. I mean, Drakkar Klose obviously is proven talent, but he's literally fighting just kind of washed.
I mean, they have the same record. I'm pretty sure they have the same record almost, right?
Yeah,
Rafa's 14-2. The other dude's 12-2. Rafa ain't bad. I think 14. I like Rafa.
And 12-2, yeah. So Rafa got 2 more wins over him, technically. I mean, this could be a potential underdog. I'm not picking anything officially yet, but I may take a stab on Rafa. I think that Rafa's grappling is better. I think that he may be able to grapple and just hold and just potentially put damage on Drakkar. I think that Drakkar is a better striker. Or actually, he's a wrestler.
Though.
Yeah, exactly. He's also a wrestler. But it looks like he's been striking a lot in his fights, and he won his last fight actually by striking. Give me a stab at Rafa. I think Rafa could potentially take this in the deep waters and potentially win by decision.
Yeah, dude, I'm looking at this money card. This fight is like a money card right now because so many underdogs I think can win. I mean, you just went over Kim. This one, for example, we're going to get into some later, but Rafa I think is my first big stab, where I feel confident and maybe this dude can definitely win as underdog. I don't feel that way with Kim, but Rafa, that dude can clip you on the jaw and knock you out. That dude can control you on the ground. And that's the good thing about Rafa. A lot of these dudes that are lower ranked, they try to show out and try to get the performance bonus. Rafa just goes in there and tries to win.
Exactly.
He just goes in there and almost like a Dustin Jacoby. He's no place where you put him is going to really scare him. I guess if you got him on the bottom and you were on top, I'm not sure how good his BJJ is, but I don't see. I think Rafa has a better build for wrestling than Drakkar, from what I've seen. So I don't see Drakkar really dragging Rafa down to the ground unless he gets a trip on the gate or something. So I'm gonna take Rafa here also just to control the fight everywhere and kind of just know how to win this thing. So I'm gonna take a stab there too at Rafa right now. I'm not gonna make it official just in case anything happens or I see anything, but First underdog, definitely Rafa.
I like that.
All right, we got Dontel Mays next versus Hamdy Abdelwahab.
The Hammer.
Abdelwahab. Yeah, the Hammer. You go ahead, man.
I'm gonna keep this short and simple. I think that Dontel Mays got the power. I think his striking is there, and I think he's been in the UFC long enough to know how to win. He's getting a debuting fighter here, Hamdy the Hammer. Hamdy's probably a striker too. He's probably gonna bang with Lord Kong, Dontel Mays, and I think that he can potentially get caught, or he might get wrestled and then brutally beaten on the ground with ground and pound. Give me Dontel Mays. I'm gonna take knockout right now or TKO, but don't hold me to that.
I think that's always a good prop to take with Dontel Mays.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Just because if he's winning, he's probably gonna.
If anything, I think I like the under. If anything,
what's under 2.5?
Let me check actually before I say that.
Because if it's 2.5, throw it with your life.
Yeah, literally. It's 1.5. So maybe the over. Maybe the over. Who knows?
Maybe. All right. So there is. Can you look up a picture for me on your computer?
Yeah.
Because I want you to. I think it'll definitely flip your opinion more to Dontel.
Yeah.
So Hamby, he's 5-0 in his career, right?
By the way, I'm all the way on Dontel right now. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm on Dontel too. So look up this dude named Matthew Strickland, MMA. Tell me how disgusting this dude looks.
Stretch.
I'll wait.
Oh,
mate. That is two of the Hammer's professional wins.
Yeah, no. And he was in Game Bred, Hamdy.
Bro,
yeah, he's gonna.
Bro.
Yeah.
He's a Game Bred fighter that people. Yeah. I'm not taking Hamdy in this one. Like you said, Dontel's been in the UFC. He knows what to expect from a UFC fight. Unless Dontel just shows up disgusting and like underestimates this dude, I think he should win. It should be a setup fight for Dontel. He should get a good knockout. He should possibly get a $50,000 bonus and then move on to somebody else. So yeah, I'm gonna take Dontel. I don't like the dude has 5 professional wins. He's fought in a dude I think is terrible in Matthew Strickland, and that's been 2 of his wins, and both been by knockout, I think, in like round 1. So I'm not giving him that.
I agree.
Yeah, so both got Dontel. Like I said, I'd never think a prop. Not giving out props today, but I never think a Dontel by prop or knockout prop is bad at all. All right, I want to hear your opinion on this next fight because I'm not Dontel. I think we're pretty on, and that's another. Is he still an underdog?
No. He's not. Okay. Minus 185 on my book.
Smart. See, Dontel opened up as an underdog, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's stupid.
Just want a sec. Go ahead.
So moving on, we got Drew Dober versus Rafael the Turn Alves. I was kind of wish-washy on this fight at first, and I still am a little bit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like both of them. I think Drew Dober's more of a striker.
He can wrestle though.
He can definitely wrestle, but I think Drew is more. I think he favors striking more. He fights out of Colorado. That automatically kind of but makes you look towards a good gas tank.
I mean, is Rafael Alves better than Terrence?
No.
Drew Dober beat Terrence. And you don't want to do MMA math, but in terms of a threat to submit you, knock you out, or do whatever, Terrence, I think, has way more of those attributes than Alves does.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I'm gonna take Drew Dober for now. I just think that he might have the better striking and power. Like I said, he has more finishing capability, whereas the other guy's more of a wrestler, grappler. It could change, but give me Drew Dober for 100%. Now.
It's close. There's a reason why the line's close.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Drew Dober, and it's not gonna be because of any of his attributes. Actually, I'm gonna take him because of his fighter IQ. I keep not liking Drew Dober, And every time that I watch him fight, I become like a little bit more of a fan of him, and I try not to like him. So that's how I know. That's how I know I like him, and I like watching him fight because I think he proved me wrong in the last fight against Terrence. I was like, damn, this guy is like actually good. I thought he was fighting like cupcakes. Yeah. Now he's beating Terrence, another one of my boys. So I'm gonna take Drew, purely off the fact of his fighter IQ. I think he's not gonna put himself. I think he's gonna watch a lot of tape on this guy. He has a very good camp. They're gonna come in with a really good game plan, and he's not gonna put himself. He's tough as hell, and he's not gonna put himself in any dangerous situations. So if anything, I honestly could see him losing by decision, but I don't see him getting finished. If anything, he finishes Alves. Right now.
I like that.
So I'm gonna take Drew Dober in that one. But
all I can say is potentially a submission from Alves. That's the only thing I can really see.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. But Drew is built. It's hard. It's gonna be hard, and he has a gas tank, so it's gonna be hard to get him to the ground and hold him there.
100%.
But if he does, yeah, I can see that's how the finish is. All right, this one I think me and you might be a little. Might be on the same path and lockstep at this one. Semi the Jedi, Matthew Semelsberger versus Alex, the Great White Morono. I don't like Alex. I don't see a lot there. I mean, what is he ranked? Is he still ranked?
He might be. He's pretty. Let me see. He got 3 wins right now. Yeah, I don't think he's ranked.
Okay. For some reason, I feel like he slid into that top 15 for a little bit, and then he might bounce back out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna take Semi here. I think Semi's got more power. He's more athletic, and honestly, if it goes to the ground, I don't think there's gonna be anything that overwhelms him from the ground, unless he just gets grounded. I mean, anybody can get caught and then grounded, pounded, but like that's the only way. Like I was saying earlier, multiple paths for me. Give me an easier choice. So I think Semi could take him down. I think Semi could submit him. I think Semi could also knock him out. I think Alex can do all of those things as well. I just think Semi is better at all of those things than Alex when I watch the two fight. Yeah. So I'm gonna take Semi here, probably by knockout in like round 2, just because I feel like when the Semi smells blood, he like goes insanely too hard, and sometimes that might be a bad thing because I think in his last fight that he had, he almost gassed himself out doing that.
Oh yeah,
going too hard to try to knock him out. So I think he's gonna be better. I think every time I watch him in the octagon, he seems to add something or get better. So I'm gonna take Semi to take another step up and pass this test as well.
I like that. Alex Morono just doesn't put enough output for me usually. Like he's more of a I'm looking for that shot or I'm looking for that chance to take you down or just something like that. He's not really let me win this fight. Let me jab him up. Let me throw some kicks out there. No, Semi is that type of person. Semi is the type of person that's going to strike with you. I don't think Semi really is that good on the ground. But nobody's really taken him there. And I don't think Alex Morono, in any of his fights, I've ever really seen him take a lot of people down, even though he got
pretty sure
Gracie.
Semi might be a high black belt. Or it might be not a black belt, a high belt in BJJ. I think he might be like a blue belt or a purple. I'm not sure. I don't think he's a black, but I think he does know good BJJ.
And if he is, look, if he is, then that even gives me more of a reason to he's a blue belt in BJJ and a purple belt in Muay Thai. That gives me more of a reason to just because I feel like he can hang with Morono's jiu-jitsu.
Now Morono is a black belt, but I still think he's not going to take him down. I don't think it's going to be easy to get him down to the ground. And like you said, he can hang with him. Just because you're Ricky Simone's not a black belt doesn't mean he can't take Jack Shore down and submit him.
Exactly.
Who's a elite black belt.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter. This is MMA, not a jiu-jitsu competition.
So I'm saying. And Matt has fought like the better opponents, I feel. He's fought the more talented people. He has one loss to Chaos Williams a few fights back. And he's been on the up and coming since
that dude is just anybody that gets thrown in the ring with Chaos, you're gonna have a tough night. It's gonna be a tough fight.
Exactly. So I think I'm gonna take Semi here, potentially by decision, maybe a finish. If Morono starts getting tired and starts gassing and starts just not being him like he was in his, I mean he's won his past few fights, but like I said, they were against shitty kind of people. So give me Matt Semelsberger. I think he's gonna get the job done.
Cool. All right, let's cruise through this main so I can get you out of here.
Okay. I was gonna say if you can like give me 5, I'll probably be back. Within.
Well, I'd probably be done with the podcast. I'd probably be done with the podcast. What the hell just happened to your video?
It's not there.
No.
Wait.
Video will return when their internet improves. All right, I have a black screen. I don't know. I think I can still hear you, but it's not that big of a deal. All right, so going to Magomed Ankalaev versus Anthony Smith. I think me and you also are going to be in lockstep on this one too.
Yeah.
So for me, I think I got Anthony. I think he's hungry, bro. I think he's really hungry. I think all these guys are counting him out. I think he knows that Glover was the champ before anybody when they fought. I thought that was when he really took off, when Glover did. And I think Anthony Smith is going to have what it takes to get the job done against Ankalaev. I'm not sure how good Ankalaev is on the feet. Is everybody just assuming that Anthony Smith can't stand and is just going to get knocked out? Is that what they're assuming?
I guess so. I guess that's the what they're getting.
That's the narrative right now.
Yeah.
Well, they're wrong. So Anthony Smith possibly by I do like decision on this. Honestly, I think Anthony's gonna. I don't think Magomed's too aggressive, so I don't see him pushing Anthony back too much. If anything, I could honestly see Anthony pushing him.
Yeah.
But I hope Anthony can get him to the ground and control him because that's where I see his path being. But I hate the odds. I hate the odds on here.
Yeah,
that's disrespectful. That's Gilbert Burns disrespect. Right
that's too disrespectful. I think Anthony is a dog here potentially, but I'm not going to take a stab on it. I think Magomed, if he does what he needs to do, he'll get it done, and he'll wrestle Anthony, take him down, and ground and pound or just control the fight. I think Magomed's going to get it done here, maybe by decision.
By decision. Yeah. I like that. I don't see him finishing Anthony. I think if Anthony gets him down, though, look out.
Yeah.
And that's when the odds don't matter anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take Anthony. Both take Anthony. Next fight, you want to move it on to it?
Yeah. So actually, I'm gonna have to. You're gonna have to give me like 5 minutes, real quick, just because.
All right. I mean, I can do that. I can just
cover a fight. I'll try to hurry up real quick. It shouldn't take long.
Try to hurry up. I'll cover a fight.
All right. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
So next fight, that dude's gonna have to go get his brother.
Yeah.
All right. So you're missing the Pantoja fight. Damn. All right. So next we got Alexandre Pantoja versus Alex Perez. Alexandre Pantoja versus Alex Perez. So I feel like Pantoja is more of the up and comer right now. Like. He's a guy that can really threaten in this division. I think he's been wanting Morono, so this is his title fight. This is his to get to the title fight. So I think you should see a really, really aggressive Pantoja and possibly one that wants to get a finish. I'm not sure that anybody in the UFC in that division right now actually thinks that Alex Perez can compete for a flyweight championship. Not right now. With Figgy and Morono and Kai and all those guys being on top, I do think they believe Pantoja can. So I would look by Pantoja here. I'm going to take Pantoja by finish. And, I don't see Alex Perez really making waves in the flyweight division anymore. I could be wrong. I mean, Alex Perez is really talented. I think he's just a little bit past what he was in the flyweight when he made his run. And I think Pantoja is a better overall fighter, and he's going to be able to possibly. I mean, Figgy got his back really quick. I think Pantoja possibly could get a sub here, but I would just take Pantoja by finish and just leave it at that. So, yeah, I think Pantoja is a good bet here. Definitely by finish. And I'll honestly throw down that prop is with Pantoja by decision. All right. Next fight we have. This one has been sketching me out. So Derrick Lewis looked really, really flat in his last fight. We got Derrick Lewis and Sergei Pavlovich. He looked really flat in his last fight. I didn't like that, and I know he's got those testosterone level problems. It's all about if Derrick Lewis comes motivated. I know Sergei will, and it's can he put the pressure on Derrick Lewis? Probably, but Derrick Lewis is an underdog, and you don't have hands that are built like that when you can't replicate Derrick Lewis's power. You can't practice it, you can't feel it until it literally hits you, and then you're knocked out in the hospital. So I'm gonna take Derrick Lewis on this on a stab. I doubt the TKO prop's gonna be high just because that's all usually you're gonna get from him. I think Sergei could do it. I just don't think Derrick's going to be as intimidated by Sergei as he was Cyril. I think he honestly thought Cyril could clip him up anywhere, and Cyril turned Francis into a wrestler. I mean, we cannot forget that. So, yeah, I'm going to take a stab at Derrick Lewis here as an underdog again. And, yeah, I'm going to call him by knockout, probably round 1 or 2 against Sergei. I think Sergei's going to try to pressure a little too much, and he's going to get clipped by a punch and possibly wobbled, and Derrick goes and finishes it wherever. All right, so moving on to the co-main event. This fight, I think this fight should be the main event. Obviously, it's not because it's for the interim belt, but Kai Kara-France and Brandon Moreno, these two guys put on a show every time they fight. Moreno's last performance against Fugitt, he looked a little different. I'm not going to lie. I didn't think he had as much in him as he did the first few fights. But Kai's on a roll. I know these two have fought before. Moreno did a good job of kind of pushing the pressure on Kai. And I think that was a big step for Kai. I think that was a big turning point in Kai's career where he really thought, like, I'm not going to get back down anymore. I'm going to put the pressure on you. As we saw versus Askar, start stuffing those takedowns, and he started putting the pressure on Askar, and eventually ended up getting him the decision. Yeah, I'm going to take Kai here on another stab. I love this card for underdogs. This could change Friday. But I'm taking the stab on Kai right now because he's on a streak. Moreno, I love Moreno as a person. I love him as a fighter. So, like, picking this, like, heart over head, like, both of these guys are I genuinely like. But I think it's Kai's time. Moreno was champion. It's hard to get that belt, and it's hard to keep that belt. Kai, I think, is next up in this division. I'm going to take Kai in a close one. Could be split, but I'm going to go by decision. I don't think either one of these guys is going to get finished. I think Moreno is going to kind of let his ego get the better of him and stand up with Kai when he probably could wrestle him some and just mix it up more. But I'm going to stick with Moreno right now, or Kai, right now, because Kai I just think is too hot, and Moreno, he had his time, I think. I think he had his time for the belt, and unless he goes back on another run, not like saying it's impossible like Glover did, but Kai gets his shot after this weekend, I think. So I'm going to go with another city kickboxing guy getting a belt possibly, but at least another title shot for sure. So, yeah, going to take Kai there. Moving on to, I don't know how many people are excited for this. I think these two main events, not events to the fighters, could potentially be some of the worst two main event pay-per-view main events that we have seen in a while back to back. Come on, like the Izzy Cannonier fight, that main event, as much as we accept Izzy does what he does, that wasn't an entertaining fight. This fight also feels to me like it might not be an entertaining fight. I don't see if anybody's going to get finished, I don't think it's going to be Amanda again. I would really surprise me if Pena finished Amanda twice. And I think Amanda could finish her, but I think Juliana honestly has that dog in her right now where she's not going to. I'm taking Pena to hold the belt and still. I think Pena, I think she really has that confidence in her. She felt Amanda didn't want that pressure of being champion anymore. And I don't know if it was pressure, honestly. I don't know. That might not be a good word for it. But she was definitely tired of it. She had a baby, or not had a baby, but she got a baby. She's becoming a mom kind of full time. She's moving on to that next step of her life. Pena wanted that fight from rip, and I think Pena still wants that fight. I think nothing really from Amanda intimidates Pena like all these other women. And from that, I'm going to take Pena. And, yeah. I think we have back.
Yep.
Right as I'm done with the main event.
Wow, really?
Yeah, pretty much. I'll let you get your picks on all.
Yeah, I'll just run through them quick.
So I mean, I'll tell you what I got and see if you want anything or disagree with anything more.
Okay.
So, I got Pantoja. Got Pantoja in that fight. I think, like I was saying, I think Alex Perez. I think he's missed his time. I think no one really in the UFC believes that Perez could be a flyweight champion.
Oh yeah.
I think Pantoja could make a title run.
Definitely.
So I got Pantoja off that. I'll let you run back. Let me just give all my picks real quick. And then I took Derrick Lewis as an underdog just because I don't like taking Derrick Lewis. If he's an underdog, I'm gonna take him just because that one shot power. I was like, you can't replicate Derrick Lewis in practice.
Yeah.
In sparring.
Yeah.
You can't replicate that
specimen.
power. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then I got Kai. I think Brandon Moreno. He had his time, and one of the major flipping points in Kai's career was that fight with Moreno, where he got pressured against the cage so much, and he was like, "Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna be the one that pressures people." So he has completely changed his mentality. Brandon Moreno's been champion, man. I mean, how hungry can you get if you haven't been the champion versus you have been the champion?
Oh yeah,
I want that
people
first
who
taste.
haven't are way
So
hungry.
I'm gonna take Kai just off that, and then I took Pena. I took Pena again. I was saying before you got back, I was like, this potentially could be the most two boring main event pay-per-view back-to-back cards we've had. And we gave props to Izzy for the win and how he did it, but I could just see these two main events for these pay-per-view cards being so boring. I could see because I don't think Pena's going to finish Amanda again. I would be shocked if she did. But I also don't really see Amanda finishing Pena. I think Pena has too much dog in her. Like, she has way too much dog. And on top of that, Pena wants this fight, dude. She just wanted Amanda from jump.
Yeah.
Like, since Amanda got that belt in the division, Dana says Pena's been texting her like, I want Amanda. And I don't think anything Amanda does, like, intimidates Juliana.
No.
So I'm gonna take Juliana and still, and yeah, I mean, I think Amanda's kind of transitioning into that second phase of her life, being a mom and having she's done she had I think she won her first belt in 2016 and became the champ in 2017, the double champ. So she's been double champ for 5 years.
Yeah, she was just getting too comfortable.
Yeah,
I like all your picks, bro. I think I'm probably with you with all of them. I think Pantoja.
You're taking Pena too, right now?
Yeah. I think Pantoja gets it done by just hands, maybe kickboxing, but I think that his hands are going to be better in Perez, and I think he's going to He's just going to be more durable. I think, like I said, I think he has heavier hands. He's going to be looking for that finish with the punches. I like Derrick Lewis for that wild card knockout ability, especially I'm taking him really right now because of value at plus 105. I mean, or I like the under.
What does Sergei have that what I see happening is Sergei pressuring in on him and thinking that he's good, and then Derrick Lewis throwing one hook, one uppercut, clipping him, and then you're
because if Derrick Lewis got knocked out his last fight, I guarantee he wouldn't be this. So. They just going off recency
and
bias.
I don't like how flat Derrick Lewis looked in his last fight.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's looked so flat, and I said when I was picking the fight, when it comes to Derrick Lewis is one of the best fighters in the world when he is motivated.
Oh yeah,
when he is motivated.
If he's in a fight where he's not motivated, he's not looking good.
When he's motivated, he can beat Francis Ngannou. Yeah, he already has done it.
No lies detected.
So yeah, I think we're
I like the under
probably
too.
lockstep with all that.
I like the under.
Yeah, I don't know the odds for that. We'll give all of our picks for that Friday and everything. I'm really hoping what happens for the bettors, since this is a betting podcast. I'm really hoping people are thinking like us and they're taking Pena, and then I might get Amanda to pick them odds or closer to it during the fight.
Yeah, wait, let me.
And that would be
Kai. I really like Kai. I had him in the first fight. I think Kai he might have Brandon Moreno's number. I guess the odds are saying that he should beat Kai, but I mean, you got the underdog.
Well, Brandon Moreno beat him in the first fight.
Well, sorry,
Brandon Moreno beat him in a split.
So this is the third fight, or
this is the second fight between them?
I thought Kai won. Damn, I'm off all the way.
No, Kai didn't win.
So yeah, okay. He won his last fight against Askar. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, Askar was the one he beat.
I think
that I was and then Moreno and Askar drew.
Give me Kai. They fought in 2019. I think Kai is going to be.
Bro, I'm telling you, that was a turning point in Kai's career. Like, if you I watched that fight the other day, you should look it up too, by the way, if you haven't seen it. Again, just a refresher. Like, Kai, if you watch Kai now, you're like, that doesn't even look like Kai.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like Kai, like how he's fighting with his striking, but you're like, he's getting pressured up against the cage. Yeah, and now he's like, fuck that, we're either going to stand or I'm going to pressure you all the way back to your side. Because I think that, and he fought the champ at his peak. That was Moreno at his peak in 2019. So I think I said another City Kickboxing. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I really like Kai too. I think all three, I think that is a great parlay. If you put Kai, Derrick, and Pena in a parlay.
And getting to that,
I love that.
I believe that Pena, like you said, is calm. She's not intimidated by Amanda at all. Amanda may actually have more of the pressure on her, because now she has to prove that it wasn't a fluke, or that it was just a fluke, and that she's getting her belt back. Because she said herself that she was just underestimating Pena and not expecting all this. She was just looking at it as another fight, another defense. But yeah, I think, like you said, Pena is an underdog at 220. I think she gets it. She can get it done. I think it go either way. Obviously,
I think until the line drops, I think you have to look at the value being in the champ. Pena.
Yeah, I'm not picking Amanda at that.
Or
you might be getting a very good price at Amanda if you believe Amanda's going to do that. You're getting a great price, and you might as well.
Amanda just didn't look the same, dude. She just didn't look the same. She has torn apart every single one of her opponents. That one, when just nobody was intimidated by her. I don't know if that intimidation factor really means that much. It almost looked like, you know what it kind of reminded me of? Conor, when he lost his intimidation.
Yeah. Like after Dustin.
Like, you know how everything just flipped? Everything just, everything.
Or Khabib.
After the Dustin, like, well, I'd say he still had a little bit of intimidation, but you're right. Yeah. The Dustin definitely hit the one on the head where everybody's like, I'm not afraid of you anymore, dude. You haven't won a fight except for Cowboy and
so long.
However many long.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna take Pena with you. Like I said, this is all the Wednesday preview, so we'll be back Friday to give our official picks and maybe some props for us being gone.
Give you something a little extra.
I appreciate the people that have stuck with us and that have watched the video and liked and subscribed. Make sure to follow the socials. Make sure to hit the Patreon up. We're probably going to lower the price on the Patreon a little bit. Just give out some more efficient winners, and not do so much for y'all not to have to pay $25. We'll figure out and we'll let you know what we decide on Friday for that. But yeah, I'm good on this episode. Stacy, you need anything to say?
Each view, we need a like. We need a like, please.
Yeah,
Let's interact, people. Good. Let's have some fun.
Yeah,
we love doing this, and we want to
let
bring
us know comments, good or bad.
Yeah, we don't care what it is.
Know.
Just let us know. You can say that we're ugly, whatever, and just let us know something. I don't care.
For real.
That's it, though.
For real. All right, cool, man. I will see you guys Friday, and that will be our picks. So hopefully we have a better week than last week.